Fast dinghy missions, spearfishing success, fish anatomy, a happy Nicole, epic aerials, shark diving, amazing food, sail planning, grievous wounds, humongous beach bonfire, midnight paddleboarding, and nighttime lobstering. This was the ultimate day, living our absolute best life on our sailboats in the Bahamas, and it marks 1/3 of the way through this 100-day off-grid challenge. So sit back, relax, and get ready to see the best of our remote ocean sailboat living lifestyle. Welcome to the 100-Day Waterworld Challenge, an experiment in alternative ocean living, where for 100 days I cannot use money to buy food, fuel, dockage, parts, or anything new. I'll need to catch, harvest, grow, sprout, or hunt for my own food. And when things inevitably go wrong, I'll have to use my wits and ingenuity to figure it out. A combination of a Bahamas dream vacation on a budget, the ultimate apocalypse survival strategy, and an eco-friendly solar punk way to live. This is the 100-Day Waterworld Challenge, a Bahamas adventure of a lifetime. Good morning. Today is the 33rd day of the 100-Day Waterworld Challenge. We are officially at 1/3 of the way there, and we're feeling great. So we're gonna try to get out there on a spearfishing mission. The water's a little chilly this morning. It'd be great if all the fish are thinking to go to the surface to warm up. That's what we're hoping for. All right, let's pick up Nicole and let's get out there. You're so lucky you don't have to get wet to get into your wetsuit. It is cold. Surge if it can do that. Hopping into the water, it feels cold today, but I'm happy for this beautiful visibility. Look at all these fish around. If you look just over here, you can see a nice Nassau grouper staying just out of range. Out here in the open, spot some triggerfish. I'm gonna try to take a dive and try to see if I can get one, but there's a lot of space between me and them, so I've got to really try hard to get close. This one knows I'm up to something and stays out of range. Back in the dinghy, Nicole's there to help me to reload me into the next spot. And what do you know? I see a nice sized Kubera snapper down on the bottom. Again, I gotta close that distance and get in close for him. Diving down, I'm gonna be so close. This is a tough shot to get. And I miss. Just barely. That fish gets away. I really wanted that fish. And then we can see an even bigger Kubera snapper that came out to play, but not near close enough for my pole spear. A nice big Nassau grouper. Unfortunately, it's not the season for him, so I won't even try taking this fish. But it's so cool to be able to dive so close with them. Nassau grouper are unfortunately very friendly and tasty. A bad combination, but this time of year, he's safe. There's like a solid 10-pound Nassau grouper that I can get like this close to. Like, if only.
It's like they know that we can't get them.
Yeah, they do. They know what the date is. There's some good fishy energy today, though. I can feel it.
I like those steps.
Less than 20 feet deep is preferable for Nicole. Back down into it, I find a nurse shark sleeping under a rock. Of course, I gotta give him a few tickles just to see how he's doing. He comes alive and gets a little head scratch, but he's gonna be on his way soon. Time to go check over the rest of the reef and see where the lobsters are, huh, buddy? Yeah, maybe he'll lead me to a good one. Over here, I can see a lot of other sharks coming in the area, so I gotta be a little bit careful. Trying to pick up an easy kill on this triggerfish doesn't quite work out. He just barely gets away. You can see how many dives often require a lot of trial and error before I get one, but eventually I get in range of a nice white margate. I've got him by the head, and then all of a sudden, he's off. Now I'm gonna have to hunt him over the reef while he's injured. It's gonna bring in more sharks and take more dives to get, but that's the game here. You can see him just going inside this rock as he's trying to escape me. And this is pretty tough. My pole spear is about 9.5 feet long, so trying to get him inside this short little rock is pretty tough to do. Alright, well, he's not going anywhere. I'll be able to get him.
Where is it?
It's a white margate, nice big one. Really good. There he is again. Now he's back out in the open, and I have a better chance at getting him with my big pole spear. If he just comes around at the right time, nice. Got him right in the spine, so he's done. You'll see my head going all around. That's just me checking for sharks. You always gotta watch your back when you're down there. No, Mr. Shark, you don't get my fish today. This is an excellent catch. Delicious fish, sig-free, gonna be delicious. Gotta love spearfishing missions out of the high field dinghy. Always good.
Well, that was a mission. That is a solid white margate, though.
Yeah, I don't know how you saw that. There was nothing down there when you dove down, and then you come up with this fish.
This is probably the biggest white margate I've ever gotten. This is a member of the grunt family. Pretty much a sig-free fish. Because it's a grunt, because it's a little crab eater.
Yeah.
You can see by his mouth. Could you hear the grunting when I got him?
The first time I think I did.
Yeah.
Is it like snapper or grouper?
It's actually, I would say it's a bit better than snapper.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I love fish.
Let's continue diving.
Back down in it again. I'm gonna see what else I can find. Everything's on the menu today, including this nice zero mackerel. Straight shot into it. This is gonna be delicious for poke. Now these guys make a lot of vibrations, so I really gotta be careful with sharks. That's why I keep them out of the water.
Oh my gosh, Daniel got another zero mackerel, which is good because what did you make that last time?
Poke.
Poke. I only had one bite of the poke last time and it was so good. Now we can have more.
There's his brother right behind me.
Oh, go get it, go get it, go get it.
Unfortunately, I couldn't quite close the distance on his brother, and there was just one too many sharks around. The zero mackerel vibrations are pretty strong, and that really keys the sharks in like a GPS signal. I'm always ready to fend them away if they want to come closer and mess with me. Now, hopefully I can get this Cobera snapper right under this ledge. It's gonna be a tough shot. Oh, way too slow. Cobera snapper, a very smart fish. He knows I'm out of my one shot. And there we again see the sharks everywhere here, making my spearfishing mission that much harder. Again, another great triggerfish. These guys often know what the range is of a pole spear, even one like my Headhunter Roller Nomad, which in my opinion has the best range of any pole spear. I don't think these great triggerfish are worth it. Instead, I'm gonna focus in around the reef and try to get a nice reef fish. Unfortunately, my camera wasn't working, so you didn't get a chance to see the kill shot, but this section of coral reef landed me a nice Cobera snapper. This is one of my favorite fish of all time, and they get monstrous. So this one's pretty small. It'll be safe to eat and be absolutely delicious. Can't wait to share this with Nicole.
Yeah, that's a big fish. Oh! Is that a Cobera?
Funny thing is too, this is by far the smallest one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Ooh, I've never had Cobera snapper before. Is that the heart?
Hold on. Hold it, it's still beating. No, I'm serious, feel it.
It is, I feel it beating. Oh no.
Feel the beating heart.
Ah.
That's how you know it's fresh.
Okay.
Bump, 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 bump.
Oh my
Feel its
god.
pulse.
Oh, I've never felt a beating heart. Can you take it away from me, please?
Fortunately, my head camera's not really working good. It's doing the 7-second thing because I got a bad battery in it. But the fight with him, the hunt was really good. It was really back and forth, and I had to outsmart him around a rock.
Whoa.
And just barely got my shot off, and I kind of stoned him and hit the spine.
How much does that one weigh?
I don't know, maybe 10, 12 pounds?
Okay, that's all? Oh, wait.
Big teeth, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so happy you're getting all these fish.
Yeah, this is what I expected today. Yeah, this is exactly what. Right.
Oh, yeah.
3 very different fish. Slim chance of a pelagic, so we'll go hit the deep spot once, and then we'll call it.
Okay.
Be good.
I was telling Daniel that I think he's better at spearfishing when I'm not in the water. I tend to scare all the fish away. So it works well. I can be in the dinghy doing support, being all excited when he brings a fish in, because then he can bring the fish in. Yeah.
Now that I've already gotten a Cobera snapper, I don't want to get another, but they're everywhere, all around me. Plenty of snapper if I wanted one. So instead, I'm just going to throw my hands up and look for a lobster if I can. Checking every crevice, seeing more Nassau grouper. Ooh, but there on the bottom I spot something unique, a permit. These are delicious species and sig-free. This one was feeding, and hopefully I get a good shot. These fish are absolutely delicious and highly prized by anglers and spearfisher alike.
I've never really caught one while it was feeding.
Wow, you're on a roll. That's so
yeah,
cool.
This is nice too. My shot placement was right where I wanted it.
Okay. All right, out to this marked spot. Well, you have 2 spots out there that are marked.
Let's go with the last, the one where I got the Caribbean king crab.
Okay.
One last dive into the deep blue. You see the color difference here, and we're looking at about 70 feet down to the bottom. There's a big ledge around the corner, and I see a big Cobera snapper, but I decide not to spear him just because I already have one and I don't want to bring him up.
Good job, good teamwork there. And we ran out of gas, and Nicole was able to fill it while I dove that weird little thing that somebody put there. And there was a school of the big Jack Crevalles and a big barracuda. So it tells me that it does attract fish, but just not the fish that we wanted.
Gotcha.
Or maybe not on the right time or the right day.
Okay.
But definitely cool to see though.
This little bit of structure at the bottom is a palm frond. Hopefully could attract a pelagic or something interesting nearby. Fortunately it doesn't, but I still enjoy a beautiful free dive. Look at that water.
I'm just lifting and lowering the splasher while Daniel hopefully spears a nice big barjack.
Nicole's work does pay off, bringing these big horse-eye jack. These aren't fish that I would spear, but it's still cool to know that it's working. Check that thing out, attracting fish from all around.
Filming.
Whew. All right, successful, productive dive there. And taking a look at the catch for the day, it's an eclectic bunch right here. Too funny. You swinging because you're so happy. Such a happy girl. Why are you so...
Because Daniel got all this fish.
Does that make you happy?
Yes, it does. All the fish look so different.
The teeth. Yeah, these really are drastically different fish. I mean, a Ciro's a pelagic that likes to go over reef. This guy is super unique that he's out there hunting for crabs in the sand. Now the grunt then as well, with his mouth designed sort of almost like a hogfish mouth, and he goes for grunts go for little crabs as well. And then Kubera eats whatever he wants. He's got crusher plates in the back, but he's got the big teeth. If he can get his mouth on it, he can just eat whatever he wants. Kuberas are the apex fish on the reef. I gotta get better at cooking fish more ways. I'm definitely gonna be smoking more.
The Zatarans is delicious enough. Lemon and butter and salt is fine. That's great. I'm happy with just that.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna get to work, and then you said you're gonna clean the bottom of the boat.
Both boats.
I appreciate you on that. All right, let's get to work.
I know how much you like chocolate truffles after you spear fish.
Oh.
There you go.
We have such a rough life here. I mean, 100-day survival challenge.
I know,
How are we going?
Brutal. It's so brutal.
Let's do some filleting. And then I think today's the day that Nicole jumps in with the sharks. What do you think? Are you feeling that?
With you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, be right there with you.
Okay.
Filleting fish is almost meditative. Each one of these fish is very different in its structure, and the meat it will produce will also have a difference in taste, texture, and the way that I'm gonna cook it. I always love this part of the process, and it brings in the sharks.
Here we go.
Before.
It's a little angry when I do that.
Did he almost pull you in the last time when he grabbed hold of it? Oh! Oh my god.
I'm trying to bring up sideways here.
Oh, we got it! The nurse shark mouths are so small.
Oh, he got it on that.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, come on, Bruce. Give it, Bruce. Give it back. Give it back, Bruce. Wow.
That was so cool. He really didn't dig into it though.
No, huh?
Do that again.
Where's
That was
T?
awesome.
He earned that one,
Yeah.
though.
Get it. What were you saying?
I feel bad. I want him to get it now. I don't think that's
He
him.
had the whole thing in his mouth.
Come on, Bruce. I'm sorry, Bruce. Oh, we got another.
Oh my gosh, dude.
No, I tie it off on purpose.
Okay, yeah, that one would have pulled you in.
I want to see this from the drone.
Okay,
And
well,
you can still do
you
this.
got to play with them the whole time.
Can you wait 5 minutes? Go ahead, Nicole. Go ahead. Don't give it away though. Don't give it away though.
Okay, I didn't.
There. Now,
That
do you
was
mind if I go get the drone?
One more time. Just one more time.
Well,
Oh,
don't let him.
okay. Oh my gosh. Oh shoot. My bad. Fun. That was so fun.
Well, that's what matters. You had fun.
Yeah, I wanted to do that. Now
what
you can
matters.
play with the drone. Bruce. Oh, that's not Bruce. That's. Oh,
Get those pets.
I got some
Get
good.
those pets.
I got some good ones on that one. Hi. Oh, he just likes being pet. He actually does like being pet.
In the water, and we're gonna do an old switcheroo. Let go. Nice.
Yeah, that was good.
Nice. Nice and safe.
Do you want to feed some of these guys?
I'm having fun watching you.
Really like.
You gotta put it in the water a little more for him.
Oh my gosh. He's just staying here. Alright, ready?
And let go.
Oh, it got caught on his fin.
Oh, but look who's gonna get it. Look who's gonna get
A
it.
nurse shark.
Slope.
It's fun feeding them from up above, but now let's dive into the water. You might think this is incredibly dangerous, but I've been observing the shark behavior this entire time. This is something I do very often. There's certain species I wouldn't do this with, but here it's a ton of fun. Getting face to face with these sharks is just such a cool experience. I never get enough of it. It's very important to remain calm and be confident in the water. I want the sharks to perceive me as just another predator. You notice how sharks don't attack each other in this situation? Well, it's very similar to how they perceive me while I'm swimming around them. If anything, these sharks are actually afraid of me. The nurse sharks, of course, are a different story, a little less dangerous. That motion I do with my head is how I clear my surroundings. That lets me see in a 360-degree angle around the water.
Okay, I'm jumping in now.
Your energy needs to be very relaxed and confident.
I blow out all of my air and sink to the bottom. Now I can observe everything around me and watch as Nicole jumps in. The sharks are still coming in towards the back of the boat, and Nicole's got the end of my pole spear with the blunt tip at the end, just to give him a poke so she doesn't have to use her hand to redirect. I want to make this as simple and easy and safe for Nicole as possible for her first shark dive. But you can see, she jumps right in and she's good to go. Look at them all. Aren't they gorgeous? Nicole's doing a great job of keeping her head on a swivel and watching the sharks that do come in. We're looking at their body language and seeing that it's relaxed and not aggressive.
Brave Nicole here.
There's just something so magical about swimming with sharks in their own environment with nothing between you and them. I don't think I could ever get tired of this. Leaving some food in the water, it's a great chance to be able to see how they come up and take a bite. And you even see the way they're feeding right now is very relaxed. This is exactly what we want and makes for a great day. This one's a little curious, just comes through my fins, but generally they're just all going to be swimming around behind the sailboat. The shark feeding on the bottom is able to just suck up the fish and get out of there. They are super quick. This one was a little curious at first, but he'll never go closer than the back of my fins. Thankfully, freedive fins give me a couple feet of safety. There, Nicole gives a nice little poke to a shark.
Nice job. Nice and calm. That was really good.
I like this spot to be behind Nicole when all the sharks are in front of us. This allows her to focus on what's just up in front and ahead of her, and she's getting more and more used to swimming with these Caribbean reef sharks. Again, these are certainly dangerous sharks. You should always be careful when diving with them. I love diving with the nurse shark, always fun. Now the sharks are getting much more relaxed and comfortable with us. We're not making any sudden movements, so they're much more relaxed themselves, and I can almost get a head scratch on this Caribbean reef. Nicole is also now venturing a little bit further out the back of the boat, getting more immersed around the sharks, but still keeping her focus forward towards them. I throw this piece of fish out to see if the shark will go for it, but generally speaking, sharks won't come within 6 feet of me if I'm facing them, especially in this situation. And for this one, I wanted to try to go for the fish on the bottom, but you can see, still a little too skittish. Eventually they should come in for the fish because they're going to be eyeing it. Finally, one of them picks it up and gets a nice big mouthful. He's going to crunch that, and that's going to be a great meal for him.
Nice.
Just amazing. I love this.
Brave Nicole here. Exploring shark diving, being confident, being relaxed, doing a good job.
This is a unique perspective up above us from the water. This way you can see everything that's going on, because remember, we're only in 6 or 7 feet of water. I try to position myself underneath Nicole so that way no shark can get right up against her, and I still just can't help myself from going over and trying to play with these fun but dangerous sea creatures. Here Nicole gives a little bop on the head and the shark turns right around. Very nice.
You poked that one?
Uh-huh.
Atta girl.
This is what I love so much about the sailing lifestyle and having a swim platform like I do on the back of the boat. This lets us play out here all day long. I'm still feeding the sharks here and there, but mostly just keeping them in the back of the boat so that way Nicole can keep observing them. Unfortunately, I didn't wear a weight belt for this, so oftentimes I have to blow out all the air in my lungs so I can sink to the bottom. That's really where you want to be, and it's actually a lot safer because the sharks can't come from underneath the ground to you.
Now these sharks have been really, really good today. I don't think these sharks get a whole lot of interaction with humans, so this is pretty cool that all these Caribbean reefs are letting us get this close to them. Honestly, when I first got here, they were just getting so scared. Look at that. There she is. Hey, she's doing great. There's another man-eating shark, and she's doing great. Little Congo line of them. Pretty darn cool.
They came so close to me.
That's so cool. I'm not scared of them anymore.
Aww.
Yeah.
Aww.
Oh, you're so
You are freezing.
That's so cool.
Yeah. You warming up there? Good.
Chain plate's really warm.
Yeah,
It was, but
that's
it's
nice.
not super.
I think that is a good little dive we just had. Without the food, they just won't come in nearly as close right now. Really fun. I love diving with them. I think it's time to start getting our boats ready and see if we can still be ready for leaving tomorrow. What do you say?
There's no way.
Okay, maybe the day after then. Have fun and thank you. I do appreciate you. I gotta say, I'm surprised. There is like incredibly little growth on my boat versus if we were back in Luperon, it would be so bad.
All my growth is from Luberon.
Yeah, it's. I do not miss that. Look at all that. Organisms not paying rent on Adventureborne. Super sweet of her to do that. We really do make a good team working together.
I touched your boat.
Atta girl. There goes the last of the sun today.
Like any good day here, we didn't do what we meant to do, but we had a ton of fun anyway. That shark diving was just 100% worth it. Love it. If I'm gonna make this challenge go much more than 100 days, which I definitely want to do, I'm gonna need to start figuring out ways to use no electricity or no engine. I'm gonna need to find ways to be much more efficient. And it's just, we're just about at the winter solstice, so it's the least amount of sun we're ever gonna get. And then every day has some sort of cloud cover. So I think for sure, once we pop out of this, once we get back towards, especially like spring and summer for sure, I'll actually be able to use my electric paddleboard motor, which would be really cool to be able to do. But until then, yeah, it's like I can only edit for so much per day or make water, or I can only do like 1 or 2 things. And then I can only have internet if I do that, and it's just a lot. But I'm getting through it, so I'm gonna run the engine here, I think, in a minute and let that run for a bit while I clean up the boat, try to do what I can while I can. Because that's just it, you know what, I'm gonna make this challenge as far as I can. I hope I go further than 100 days, but if I don't, at least I'll have some good lessons, and that's the point of all of it, so hopefully. Kaijin is so happy to see me. Of course I brought the fish.
Okay, good.
Now, I noticed you haven't been able to,
Oh, thank you.
until you actually fix yours.
Some chocolate over, you came over.
No, I would never, I've been busted, no. Okay, all right, we gotta not be.
I know.
You know what's funny? I hope to the people watching this that they're like, wow, those couple of psychopaths. We haven't seen really anybody except for 2 other people in like 30 days. We're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, let's see how sane you guys are after this, all right?
Yeah, hopefully.
Anyway. So the main reason of our little dinner tonight is Nicole is doing, what we call this, like the route planning. There's a lot that goes into picking a good anchorage. There's a whole lot. So she's picking this route. She's taking quite a few notes. And it'll be cool to see what she's picked up that I haven't and what I have that she hasn't. You gain a lot by having different captains putting their different input.
This is how I did things before. I would decide when I wanted to leave based off of the weather and where I wanted to go. So we're going to leave on Saturday the 28th and go to Man of War, which is 25 nautical miles away. High tide here is at 6 a.m. If I'm going to average 5 knots, then it'll take me 5 hours. If you average 6 knots, it'll take you just over 4 hours. And if you left like 45 minutes behind me, you would only get closer to me as the sail progresses, and we'll arrive at the same time.
I like the idea of leaving as soon as we can.
Okay.
Hey, you know what else just occurred to me?
What?
There's not a lot of wind right now. It might be a good night for a gigantic fire.
Or we were gonna go walk the reef.
Oh, that's right. I forgot all about, or both.
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 Okay.
Who knows what we could attract with a 20-foot tall Burning Man thing.
I really want to walk the reef.
I dig it. Be a good chance to get some lobster. Ooh. But we've got, this is such a complete meal. This is such a complete meal. Wow, you gave me a ton of sprouts.
Yeah, that's a whole jar. I split it.
Wow. Wait, so is this a jar between the two of us, or?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Wow, you've had some really good harvests. Yeah. This is awesome though. So we've got couscous as like our grain, the sprouts here for greens, and then a ton of protein. This is as good as it gets, folks. This is like, if you ate this every day, you'd be ripped. You'd be so strong. You'd be so healthy, and you'd probably be a little sick of eating fish and sprouts and
then we have
couscous.
our brownies right here.
Good, we gotta offset it. Nicole had a razor for shaving her legs, I guess it was out. But yeah, it got me pretty good. Thankfully, we've got the survival medical kit.
Yes.
I gotta rep these guys every chance I get. That's why I'm making it for this little boo-boo. Yep. Ooh, can you see that water? That is clear. We got a beautiful star-filled night, which I don't think the camera can pick up. The main event, so I'm gonna be stacking as much of this onto there. And you know what I think we're gonna do? I think we're gonna do a little time lapse here. Over the past several days, we've made this huge teepee, but now we've got to stack it so it's got lots of kindling. All right, so we're getting really lucky that A, there's no wind, and B, it's low tide, which means I can actually start the fire down here, and I know it'll burn through these ropes, but I'm hoping that I teepeed it well enough that it'll keep going. So I think we're even gonna like layer some stuff the whole way up. The more palm fronds we get, the better. The Nimbus 2000!
Yeah, light it soon, because I'm getting eaten.
So this is what it looks like in the dark with no lights on. And just wait until we light this.
It's a good torch.
All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
It's going! We have made fire!
Let's dance around the fire.
Yes! Chance for the drone. Looking at this from up above, it's a completely dark night, but watch as one little fire starts into a huge, huge bonfire. This thing's gonna grow so much, illuminating everything as far as we can see in every direction. Would have been like a lighthouse on the beach on that desolate coast, and a great way to say goodbye to this island.
Yeah, that got rid of all the mosquitoes.
All right, drone photo next to me. We have made fire. All right, so we've got 4 things on there. Which one do you think is gonna burn out first?
Oh, it's going.
Oh, there we go.
It's going. Yep. Nice.
It's funny that this is the first beach fire we've done,
I know.
but what a beach fire.
It's really pretty. Looks like a firework.
You ready?
Ooh.
This was definitely the best send-off to our favorite anchorage together.
I can't even see you anywhere.
That was such a cool fire. We're just gonna go check out the shallows real quick and the reef at night with flashlights. Really excited to see what we might see. Hoping like lobsters rolling around, maybe some octopus or some squid. What's cool though is I did all this well below the high tide mark, so tomorrow all this should just be gone. You can't see all the stars behind it, but I can see the whole Milky Way and just my beautiful sailboat right here. Just my little home on the sea. I love this. This is so cool.
So cool.
Which way is he?
I don't know. I can't see him anymore.
So Nicole found a lobster.
Just.
Oh, there he is. That's not a bad sized lobster.
Yeah, there's the lobster right there.
You are a very easy meal right now. Oh, good eye, Nicole.
So cool.
You want to try to catch him?
Sure.
Oh.
No, he squeezed me. That hurt. Be careful.
Ouch. Yeah, you're right. I'm doing it barehanded.
It's going away.
Definitely a little deeper in the water now. You gotta go for the carapace and
Right
just
here, the top
yep,
part?
and just squeeze really hard.
No, he grabbed me with his leg. You got him. That's so cool.
That's a female,
Oh, okay.
and she's pretty good size.
Yeah, let's take her.
You want to take her?
Yeah.
All right. That's a good sized little lobster. This So we're just gonna do a little slip knot, and then we're just gonna tie it right here at the base of the tail and the carapace. This is how we did it in New Zealand and stuff. Base of the tail. Start slipping that knot in. So now we can take our lobster for a walk.
Okay. Can I walk him?
Yeah, you wanna walk him?
I want to walk the lobster.
All right, so this is the actual reef, the barrier reef that protects us from the swell when it's low tide, and then a little bit less when it's high tide.
It's so cool,
We realize that we cover way more ground and do way better when we're just on the paddle boards and we don't crunch the bottom at all. We find ourselves another lobster. Cole just found this. This is a cowfish. They have a square body. I would have no idea how to fillet one of these. You see him? You got your light pretty much on him. You see him right there?
though. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what do you think? Do we want this one?
Got it. That was easy.
All right, the foot method is the way.
Whoa! Ooh, be careful. Good job.
Not too bad.
Yeah, 2 lobster. I'll take the female, you take the male.
Pretty in their own way.
They really are. Nicole just had a few needlefish come up next to her and she booped them and they jumped on the paddleboard. Feels good being back on the boat. Nice stable spot. It's a little bit late. We really don't want to cook these up right now, so we're actually gonna keep them on a noose and hang them in the water so they can still breathe throughout the night and then have them first thing in the morning. That'll be pretty good. That's my way of preserving him. He just gets to hang out all night. It's pretty good. Hopefully no triggerfish comes by because the triggerfish might snap that up. That was the easiest seafood I think I've ever gotten.
It was.
Some good stuff. Good night, cutie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, today's 33. And the fire signifies that we made it to the Bahamas in our favorite spot, that we're leaving our favorite spot, and Christmas and New Year. Everything. What a day. This day really did have it all. It's days like this that are the reason why I sold everything and took to the sea more than 6 years ago. I love living on a sailboat, especially far off grid in places like our favorite anchorage here on the south coast of Great Inagua in the Bahamas. I put a lot of work into filming and even more into editing videos like this. This particular video took me many hours over several days to complete. So if you could, please hit that like button and subscribe with notifications turned on. It really means a lot to me. And then be sure to let me know what you thought of this kind of an adventure day. Would you go freediving with sharks in this beautiful water? Or what other adventures would you recommend while living off a sailboat? Can't wait to hear from you, and I'll see you on the next adventure. Cheers. Thanks for joining me on this adventure. I hope you feel inspired to begin adventures of your own. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. For an exclusive, in-depth look at this adventure lifestyle and to further support my channel, become a member of my Patreon crew. Link in the description. I'll see you on the next adventure.